nice. Right there, but it'll fit. Gonna be tight. And so we want that thing to fall right in here. As long as it's in here, it'll be okay. Good morning, everybody. So today's gonna be an epic adventure of taking down some trees. I got on the road this morning at it's about 15 after 4. It was pouring down raining at the house, so that kind of delayed me just a little bit because I was intending on getting on the road at 4, and I had a couple more things I had to do, so the rain kind of slowed me down just a tad. But currently it's 6:39. It is finally gotten light where you can kind of see out the front windshield here. All right, I am here. We've been chit-chatting and visiting for about the past 30 minutes or so. I am south of Roxie, Mississippi, R-O-X-I-E, off of Highway 84. And this gentleman here, he is from Louisiana, and he owns this property right here. And I'm gonna take down quite a few trees for him while I'm down here. Got a nice place down here. A little pond right there. Number one ain't gonna start us off here. Wants to drop it right down the driveway. Pretty nice. I'm gonna come back and cut the stumps off. This tree, I decided to cut it. It was the one after the one you just watched, and I decided I wouldn't get up against it, just see if it had enough in it to go on over. And you'll see it when I bore come out the back of it. It does not. It sits back, and that's kind of the beauty of having hinge made right. The tree will just sit there, and then I can get on the machine and kind of give it a little nudge to get it on over. This is the owner filming this. Watch this limb right here. Watch it. So that's a great shot right there, watching the hinge work and how it holds with the tree all the way to the ground. That's the name of the game. That's what you want right there. So we're going to take a gander at this one. Gonna walk out here and look back at it and see what it looks like. It'll fit, just need to pull that 10 down on the left right there, but it'll fit. Gonna be tight. I go get one of my roots and throw it over the corner of that 10 and pull it down. Put a clear bite right there. Get these ends off. Nice. Yeah, I got enough. I got enough air to push it. I think it'll fall by itself, I believe. There you go. I got some clearance now.
Took away the challenge.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, she's wide open now. All I gotta do is just make it hug this side over here. She'll come right down through there. Nice. The aim on this one is very critical. That's what you see me doing. Every time you see me stop and look over the saw, I'm looking at my felon sight. getting the aim just right on it. I got it right there. I don't exactly like it, so I adjust it just a taste and cut it a little bit further over. Check it again, looking right down that side in line with it. We're ready to eat now. Let's go. I shave these sides down a lot of times when I'm in critical situations because on the pines, I want to see the meat. I want to see the wood in the tree because I want to make sure I've got my hinge, the thickness of it, exactly like it needs to be. So when you take that bark off, you can see the meat in there really nice, and it gives me something really good to look at. I had this tree aimed to hit right to the left of that stump and to the right of that log right there. And it's where it hit. The problem is this tree's got a bow in it. Watch it. You see that bow in it right there? That thing moved about, I don't know, 6 foot or so off that stump right there. And luckily they got all that concrete in the ground. It's good to go, and just kind of kissed it a little bit. But those bows, man, and crooks and stuff and hitting stuff, they'll get you when you sending stuff down sometimes. So always keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna take this one down now, and it's of course in the corner of the building, and so it's got to clear that and not hit this. So we got a little path right here. I'm about to go out there and do a redirect on that big pine. It's dead. I'll probably go ahead and cut it down too while I'm here, so they don't have to worry about it. But so I'm gonna take my big pulley out there and put it on that pine, and then the rope will come back this way, and we'll hook it to the front of the Mini right there, and then the Mini will be able to back up. The tree is back leaning bad over the little camp house here. So I've been asked, why do I bring the rope down? So I've got it choked right there. I've got it up high. It doesn't matter where that is, because when you pull, you're gonna pull it from up there. When I pull on this rope right here, it's gonna pull at the top. So it keeps me from having to isolate it. And as long as you're over a limb or two up there, it does not matter. Just go over it, and it just makes it life easier on you down here at the ground. So we're gonna take this pulley out there, and we're gonna attach it, and I'll show you how to do it. So even though this tree is dead, it's still good and solid. This is called an ultra sling. It's got these eyes in it. Makes it real easy to attach. Be in the last eye, which will be just fine. So we're there. So it goes through there, redirect, and it'll choke on the tree. So now all we gotta do is go up here. Attach this to the tractor, to the Mini. So see, rope comes down, Goes right there and back across to the mini excavator. And so we want that thing to fall right in here. As long as it's in here, it'll be alright. I'll cut it at the ground down there. Let's see what she does. Well, I didn't have this camera running, I don't guess, or either it quit only one or two, I'm not sure, but I had that other one over there running. So anyhow, crap happens. Nice hinge, right down through the hole. Let's see over here. I know I had this one running. Chicken. Yes, it was running. So what's that called now?
Pastalaya.
Pastalaya. What all's in it?
Pork, sausage, smoked sausage, ground pork, chicken, pasta, golden mushroom soup, rotel, a couple other things.
So if y'all can't tell by the accent, I'm down here with some Louisiana boys down here, and they're gonna cook for me here. So this ought to be good stuff.
And we're gonna boil you some crawfish tonight.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have crawfish tonight, ain't we? Oh yeah. Look at that lid back up right there. That's the beginnings of good stuff right there, ain't it?
That's the beginning.
That's the beginnings.
It's a little too hot with that.
Man, we had some crawfish about 2 weeks ago, and they were huge, and these are huge, man. They're big this year.
Yeah, they are. That's what they pond. That's what they say. The pond and Bellrilla are about the same size right now.
Good stuff.
See if I can hit the.
So there's potatoes, carrots, celery, and onions, and sausage in there.
And garlic.
And garlic, yeah. Forgot about the garlic. Is that some sausage that you made?
No, that's some we had bought. The one I made was in that pastalaya.
Yeah, okay.
Put the sack right here. Let me put this on it so you know. Huh? Wrong way from my own.
So if you're still hanging in here, I'm going to kind of give you some of the details. The saw I ran all day, I ran the 400. I never sharpened it. I think I put over 4 tanks of gas through that saw that day. I had it already ready to go. Absolutely love the 400. It's light, incredible power. Running a 25-inch bar on it, and I had the Oregon EXL chain on that thing too. Love that chain, the Oregon chain also. So I went down there. This kind of started a little over a month ago. Mr. Kenneth, the guy that owns it, him and his brother-in-law, Raymond, they own the property together right there. He'd send me an email, and I get a lot of emails like this, you know, from people who want me to come cut trees long distance. And so I'll kind of size them up and you know, and just kind of fill them out a little bit, you know, check them out. What I do is I get the address to where the property is, and then I look it up on my stuff, and I make sure that they own the property. You know, it's not a, you know, something that's trying to mess me over or anything like that. So I check all that stuff out first, and then communicate back and forth with them. And so sometimes the people will, you know, contact me, and they'll send me pictures, and I think I know that they've probably talked to people in the area about cutting trees already, and they think that they see what I do on the videos, and they think that I'll come down there and do it cheaper. Well, that's not going to be the case. If I travel to go cut trees, you're pretty much going to pay double, if not more than double, what I charge here. And that's just the way it is. I enjoy the adventure. I enjoy meeting the people, and that's what I told Mr. Kenneth when we got down there. And we started talking just a little bit. I told him, I said, you know, for 30-something years, you know, I've sat inside a little loader cab loading trucks, you know, and I said, my favorite thing that I do now is what he and I were doing right then, and that's just chit-chatting, talking, and business. I absolutely, totally love that. So if you contact me about long-distance run like that, don't be afraid of the sticker shock, because, you know, I'm just forewarning you on that. And also, too, I'm limited on what I can do. So when I travel like that, all I'm going to take is my mini excavator and my 5500, my gooseneck. I'm not taking anything else. So you got to keep that in mind. If I do travel, you're going to have to do the cleanup. So if it's a technical takedown, it's got to come down from the top down. It's pretty much, I'm not going to be able to do it around, you know, bad power lines, overhanging, stuff like that. And sometimes when the people describe them to me in the email, I just automatically tell them, you know, I say, hey, I'm not interested in it. And it's not worth my while, because I'd hate to drive, you know, look at some pictures of something, because, man, it is so hard to quote things off of pictures or videos or anything like that. So I go ahead and, you know, and stick, you know, a good bit on there. But this one worked out very well. I had a great time. Like I said, I left that morning at a little after 4, got down there and got started about 9:30 hacking those trees down, and I just kind of took my time. It was somewhere pushing in between 20 and 30 trees that I took down, and that was a deal. They were going to clean them up and what have you. And so the other gentleman that was in there, that was Mr. Kenneth's daddy-in-law, and then Mr. Raymond, that was his dad. He's 93 years old and still rolling. He's been retired since back in the early 90s, like 93 or something like that, he told me. And still just getting after it, man. I'm telling you, and I was very impressed with that. But I got done. It was probably about 3 to 3:30 or so when I got done, when I cut the last tree. And I just kind of took my time, just rolling around through there, getting them. And some of the video clips that you've seen that are in there, like at the end, another camera angle, that was Mr. Kenneth. He had filmed them for me. But and then they cooked for me. He said, we're gonna take care of you while you're down here. If you come down here, you can stay down here, and we're gonna cook you lunch, and we're also gonna do a crawfish boil that Saturday night. And so I was like, you know, I really ain't got nothing to lose because it was 4 hours down there and, of course, 4 hours back. And I knew if I got up early in the morning, I rolled down there. And once I got done cutting and got set down, I don't know that I could, it wouldn't have been safe for me to drive back. So I was like, you know, I'll stay down there, go ahead and spend the night, get up early on Saturday morning, which was yesterday morning, hop in my truck and come on back. And I can be back here, you know, 9 o'clock in the morning if I leave down there at 5, and I can still knock a job out when I get back here. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. But anyhow, you know, that's just how I roll, and I'm so daggone behind right now on tree jobs, and I'm just trying to whack them out just as fast as I can and get them done and get them off the books, you know, and go on to the next one. And that's what I did. I spent the night, and I'm telling you, when I talked to Jill, I don't know, it was about 6 or 7 o'clock, and I told her, I said, there's no way I could drive back tonight. I couldn't do it. So got up, came on back, but a lot of fun. I did run the 562. I cut the stumps off with that saw, a lot of the stumps off with that saw, and did it. But you know, for me, longevity running, that's the reason why I run a 400, because it's light. There are a couple of things that really aggravate me about the saw, the gas and oil caps, and I mention that mess all the time on them. What's funny is Mr. Kenneth has a steel saw down there. I think it's a 310, I believe, or something like that. I believe is what he had. And he's had it for a long time. And he said, my oil and gas caps have never leaked. And I said, you're in one of the small percentage of people that has a steel with those style caps on it that does not leak. So let me know in the comments down below down there your thoughts and you know, what you thought about the whole thing and the cutting. And you know, I need to set up some more saw classes, and because I can teach you how to make a saw cut like mine cut. I can teach you that, and I can also teach you how to cut trees like this. What's really cool is I've got 4 different guys that I have trained through the saw classes. And this is what they're doing for a living now. 2 of them had really good jobs, making good money, but they just didn't like their job. They wanted to do this kind of work right here. And in a weekend, I can teach you how to cut down stuff like that. So hope y'all enjoy the video. I know I enjoy myself. Appreciate y'all, Mr. Kenneth, because he'll be watching this video. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.